Check it out, guys. Got a new mini from NIHUI, and we're gonna go ahead and do an unboxing for you. You're gonna want to just cut right here. There's a piece of tape there sealing it, and then pop this open. It's easier said than done with one hand, but boom, popped it open. Tab. Take this. Nope. Yeah, it came down a little bit. Come on. And got it. And just drag it out of the box. If you have two hands, unlike me, where I'm dealing with one hand, this will go a lot quicker. But there it is. And as you can see, it's stationary here. And the reason it's stationary is because you're going to have to pop these tabs. Let me hold that up there. See? Right there and right there. There's two tabs. You're going to have to lift up on those and get them up. One. See the tab? Boom. Two tabs. Then you're going to have to go underneath this. And I've already done the work to save you on the time. But these tabs right here, they're taped down. So take a razor, just go around them, and then you'll be able to lift up on them. And then you can get your drone here and just pop it up. Come on. Bam. Pop it up. Bam. It's free. Okay. No battery in it. So where's our battery? Well, we got a bottom part of this box here. So let's see if we can get this open easy for you. Pop this open. Pop. Let's get all this stuff out. Shake. And what do we got here? We got a tiny controller to go with a tiny quadcopter, and a goodie bag, which I see one battery, two batteries, four propellers, charger, and that's it. So that's cool. You get two batteries for these. These are a kind of blocky special connector, so that's awesome that you get two of them. But we're gonna take this outside. I really shouldn't take it outside. I have a little bit of wind outside. It is very cold, so that might affect these really tiny batteries, but I'm gonna take it outside just to show you this guy could hang. And I'll let you know what the wind is as I'm flying outside. I'm going to be wide open area. It is nighttime. I do work a lot, so I do apologize for that, but the video should be very clear. And just show you here, this is your speed button. When you turn this on, you'll turn it on, you'll bind up, down, throttle lightly up again, and you'll see the propeller spin. And then speed, press it, you'll hear beep beep, press it again, beep. And then if you want to do flips, press this, and then any direction you'll do a flip. Front flip is forward, back flip is backwards, barrel. So there you go. That's gonna be how you do your flips. And again, on off button, then you have your trimmers. But we're gonna get this in there for you. Alright, check it out, guys. We are outside. It's 32 degrees. I have a 5-mile-an-hour wind. Probably shouldn't have this little guy out here in 5-mile-an-hour wind, but we're gonna see how it does. Plug in the connector here. You'll get your lights to blink like that. Set it down on a flat, level surface. This is probably about as level as you're gonna get. Throttle up, down, lightly up again, and that top triggers your speed. I'm in the second rate. Kind of have to be in the second rate with this wind here. Little flip there for you, which isn't really smart in the wind. As you can see, it kind of took off that way. You have a red light on the back and a blue light on the front for your orientation. If you forget what your lights are for orientation, just think of a car. Your brake lights in the back and your blue lights in the front. So should be pretty easy to figure out orientation with this. I'm in a pretty well lit area. It is dark, as you can see, but I definitely wanted to get this in there and see how it flies. I've had it for like a day or two now, but I've just been working crazily, so this was the only way I could do it after work because the sun sets really early nowadays. But it's doing well. I mean, for how small this is, 5-mile-an-hour wind, 32 degrees, that's right around the freezing point. 32 degrees, I believe, is the freezing point. So a degree up, we're not in freezing. Degree down, we're in freezing. So whatever the time on this is, I'm going to anticipate you could probably get another minute and a half out of it, maybe even 2.5 minutes, because one, I'm flying an aggressive flight here. I'm flying the small drone against wind that is 5 miles an hour blowing the direction it was just going, and so it's an aggressive flight. And two, I'm dealing with 32-degree weather here. LiPo batteries do freeze. I did have to drive to this location. I couldn't just walk to this location, so the battery has been out of the house, out of the warm for quite some time here. So there's a possibility that I'm gonna have an adverse effect on this LiPo battery here, but we're up, and I mean we're able to fly. If you had to fly in 32-degree weather with this, if you had to fly with 5 mile an hour wind with this, I'm showing you could do it. And to keep your eye on it, it's able to keep your eye on it as long as you don't go too high up. You go too high up, that red brake light on the back, as I'm referring it to, your rear orientation light, you're not going to see it when it goes too high up, because it is, again, on the back and the blue is on the front. So be aware of that. If you want to fly this at night, kind of do what I'm doing and fly in a fairly well lit area, you should be okay. This is a very nice flyer. A lot of guys are throwing little cameras on these. They're considered whoops, where they're flying them inside FPV. This you could definitely do it with. I believe you probably need to upgrade the motors to carry something a little bit heavier. But all in all, right out of the box, I'm with it. This flies the way I thought it should. And right now we're pushing like 3.5 minutes here. So you're probably looking at the 4-minute mark. The light's been blinking steady. Again, I think that's due to the cold. I mean, a minute into this and the light was blinking already. I think the cold does have an effect on such a small battery that has been outside, and yeah, the battery's going down. Guys, you can expect to get about a 4-minute flight on this, and there you go. Take care and fly safe.